crafters, have I got a craft for you today? As you notice, we have all these yoga books here. We have got a very creative craft for you today. You get to design yoga poses with your little yoga dolls. So this one is called Salutation. This one is called Happy Baby. And in your packet, when you come here to the library, you are going to get a packet with lots of different yoga poses on it that you can try to put your little paper doll in. So you're going to get something that looks really funny. 4 arms, 4 legs, okay? But the reason you have those extra arms and legs is so that you can put those poses up over your head or down on the ground or behind your back. Depending on which way you want to move your arms and legs, you're going to cut one of these off, okay? You are going to need markers and scissors and glue. That's about all you need for this project. If you're not very good at cutting, please have an adult help you because you have lots of little places that you're going to need to cut. When you color, do not color all the way down the body. Okay, for the shirt, you have to remember that this part starts the lower trunk area where the pants would be. So don't color all the way down unless you wanted them to wear like a full piece jumpsuit. That would be great too. Your little doll can be either a girl or a boy. So if you cut off the little bun here, you would be having a boy. All right, so you have a yoga mat. The first thing you want to do is probably color it. My suggestion is that when you color, like when I colored this one, I took my marker and I made sure it was super juicy. And I just go from one end to the other. Make great big long marks here so that that just makes it look the nicest and the neatest you can make it. Okay, so for this little yoga girl, which I've already colored, I am going to try to make her go into this pose. The upward facing 2 feet, 2 feet staff pose. So I am going to need these feet and these arms. And so if you'll notice on here, there are little dots. So we're going to cut off the extra legs that we do not need. And we're going to cut off the extra arm that we do not need. Okay, so those are going to go away. Now, you're going to need your glue. And let's see here. We're going to have her upside down. I'm going to bend her at her feet here. I'm going to lay her feet on the yoga mat. So I'm going to actually bend the feet just a little bit and put some glue. I don't know if it's going to hold right away. I may have to press it down for a little bit. Okay, and then we are going to want to put, this is the hard part. In fact, if you wanted to maybe tape it, that would be okay too until it's really set. And her arms, I'm going to go ahead and fold on those creases. And we're trying to put her back. Yep. See, this is where some tape would be useful to hold that down. And we're going to put her down like this. I'm going to fold her at her elbows. There's not really a crease there, but we're going to fold her at her elbows. And we're going to glue her elbows onto her mat. Now, if you didn't really want to glue them so you could play with them more, that would be fine too. But I'm going to glue her down like this. And, whoops, her feet come loose again. All right, those feet just do not want to stay. So if you do have some tape nearby, you can tape that down. And while that glue is drying, and when we're going to put her arms this way, and now we've got that upward facing 2 feet staff pose. All right. I don't know. It's sort of like a back bend to me, but those elbows, that's crazy. I don't know that I could do that. All right. I know I have one more to show you. And so I've only halfway colored her. So I was going to show you that this part is the top. And I've actually, most of the time, you probably want to color both sides. Just because you don't know exactly where it's going to fall. And if you hold it up in the sky a little bit, you can see how far you've colored. So that you can make it look the same on both sides. So she's wearing a little jersey with a green tank top underneath. And then we're going to want to put some pants on her. Most yoga pants come down below the knee. So you see I'm making the long, broad strokes here so that it doesn't look all crazy. And I don't really know which pose I should do. So I need to look at my paper and decide what I want to do as to whether I need to cut off the long legs out here or cut off the legs down here. Let's get her yoga pants going. So juicy markers make nice, even lines. It looks much prettier than trying to rub it when you have a dry marker. All right, so if I wanted to try to do her wide angle seated forward bend, I would just need to cut off these legs, and then I would need, let's see, probably not those. I would probably need these arms. So let's go ahead and cut off these legs. And this may be a little hard to glue her down here. Maybe here I could just tape her down. And then she needs to go forward with her arms like that. So, okay, so we don't need these arms. So make sure you've chosen your pose before you cut the arms and legs. In other words, you might have to change your pose. I don't know how many of you practice yoga or seen anybody do it, but it's sort of a nice way to relax. So we're going to stick her arms out here like this, and these arms are going to go down on the ground. So I think I'm just going to use some tape and tape her leg down there. And tape this leg way over here. She's almost off the mat. She's so long. Okay, so I'm just going to tape the back side of her. And then her arms need to go down on the ground like this. I guess she doesn't quite reach. Well, maybe we could have her just do a crossover. You can maybe make up your own pose. And in fact, if you get some of these books, there's lots of different poses inside these books. There's animal poses and the little yoga bunny, or let's see, maybe if I make her arms go like this, if I bend the arms, then she could go like that and then stick her head up in the sky. Maybe that would work. How's that? I'm just going to tape her little arms down. But you guys get the idea. And then we'll stick her little arm up. That looks very uncomfortable. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know that I could sit like that for very long. I don't know if I could sit like that either. I think I could sort of do the happy baby. And I could probably do the salutation, but this is a very creative craft for you guys to do. Coloring whichever way you want, the mat and the dolls. Make them boys, make them girls, make them go in all kinds of weird yoga positions. Have fun with this, and I would love to see your pictures. I know some of you are really good at posting your pictures, showing us the craft that you have completed. If you do that, I would love to see your yoga poses. All right, folks, have fun with this. Come grab your packet. My name is Miss Lisa. We've been here at the Fayette County Public Library today, and you have joined me for the Crafty Corner. See you next week.